Uncle Tom's Cabin was second only to the Bible when it came to copies sold in the 1800s. Why was this book so popular? The Fugitive Slave Law had just been passed, and people's debates around slavery were turning into fights. To pro-slavery people, the book became banned, and to anti-slavery people, it was known as the abolitionist pamphlet. 10,000 copies sold in the first week, 300,000 in the first year, and 2 million in 5 years. We mentioned in our last video how true to reality this book was, and in this video, we're going to take a look at how Americans reacted to it. Famous and maybe a little over-the-top Quaker and abolitionist, William Lloyd Garrison was an editor for The Liberator, the go-to newspaper for anti-slavery readers and writers. William compared his writing and mission to a family in a burning house, saying that people would have more influence on a woman trying to pull her kids out of the burning flames than trying to stop him from writing. Because he was so outspoken against slavery, he was considered one of the most persecuted abolitionists of his time. Once, a mob dragged him through the streets by the neck, but being the over-the-top peaceable Quaker that he was, he didn't lift a finger in self-defense, which probably made him even more of a target. Why am I talking about this guy? After Harriet Beecher Stowe's novel was published, William wrote a letter to her saying, "I estimate the value of an anti-slavery writing by the abuse that it brings." And then he said that all the abuse and all the people that were attacking him are now attacking her. But it wasn't all bad responses for the novel. A man wrote to William Garrison saying that it would probably be better for slaveholders if the Fugitive Slave Law wasn't passed at all. That way, Uncle Tom's Cabin wouldn't have been written. The novel was doing more good than the Fugitive Slave Law was doing bad. The book caused quite a stir in slave states too. It was considered illegal to own a copy in some places as well. A black preacher was found owning one and was sentenced to 10 years in prison. It was also having an impact in other countries. A Canadian botanist named Alexander Ross was so moved by the novel that he became a part of the Underground Railroad, went all the way down to slave states, and started convincing slaves to run away. And it's said that when Abraham Lincoln met Harriet Beecher Stowe, he gave her all the credit, saying, "So, you're the little woman that started this great war," referencing the Civil War. If you want to know more about Uncle Tom's Cabin, you can click on this video here for a story summary.